share now so others can see how to vote. How I vote. Everybody knows how much I love coffee, right? And I like to use the purest of the water on the planet to make my coffee with. Yeah. Then I was looking real close on this and I said, France? From the French Alps? Okay, well, I know what to do with this. Oh, yeah. Florida. Assalamu alaikum. How's things in Tampa, doctor?
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very well, thank you.
Tell us about what's going on. As Florida is going down or up in the cases of COVID?
The whole nation is going up, but there is some few exciting data which I will get into after introducing my colleague, Dr. Sultan Chal.
Yes, well, but you almost did my job for me. MashaAllah. Let's bring in Dr. Sultan. So, Doctor, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah ta'ala. It's great to have you with us in St. Louis, Missouri. How are things in St. Louis? Up or down on the COVID thing?
They are all up like anywhere else, like Dr. Adil said. And I don't see any immediate relief in sight except vaccination. But I'm so excited about the vaccination that Dr. Adil is going to bring today that it'll be really good news, and hopefully a sigh of relief might be coming through very soon. So, Dr. Adil?
Yes.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. I just want to bring some exciting news and updates to everyone in the U.S. around the globe. First of all, CDC is recommending a possible shortened quarantine period. Rather than 2 weeks, they'll probably cut it down to 10 days, which is relatively good news. There's also the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, have had issued a emergency use authorization, EUA, for the monoclonal antibodies to be approved as therapy for COVID-19. And if you recall, this particular therapy has been tried for President Trump and had reportedly helped.
Okay, I got a question for you right away, because I remember when President Trump went into this condition and he got the COVID virus. His wife got the COVID virus. His son got the COVID virus. But all of a sudden, like less than a week, he was back out on TV. So I was thinking maybe it was some kind of scam or something. How could he get well so quick? Then it came out that he was getting some kind of treatment that's not available to the public. And then I was thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe they already have a vaccine. What's the story behind that, doctor?
He had a combination of therapy, remdesivir, which is an IV 5-day course, antiviral therapy, and he had also this monoclonal antibody therapy. And I think that was a game changer for that particular therapy after he admitted that it helped. And there was not enough numbers, such a small scale. But I think since then, more people got it, and reportedly there has been data that was positive to recommend the emergency use authorization by FDA.
So you're saying that this is going to be something that we'll be able to get? Can I go into my doctor and say, hey, I want this thing, or is that not the way it's going to work?
Good. This is for medium cases, medium intensity. cases, is some, the hospitalizations that will, ameliorate the symptoms or foreshorten the hospital stay and improve the outcome, and especially the need for oxygen, need for intubation, and so on. So
Okay,
this is,
but that's not my
a
question.
positive result.
That's not my question. My question is it available?
It is. It was just been approved by the FDA a couple of days ago, and so they will
Okay,
make
so
it
it is
available.
approved. So this is something that people can start looking
Hot off the
for.
press.
It's not just pie in the sky. It's real. Is that right?
It could be bridges to to the vaccine ultimately, but there at least there's new armamentarium out there that is becoming available for folks to help them. And then as a comparative study for available for vaccination right now, the data came out from AstraZeneca, 70% efficacy rate, and still
Spell
BioNTech,
that Astra. What do you call it?
AstraZeneca is a company. It's actually
Spell
headquartered
it.
in Britain. ASTRA Zeneca, ZENCA, AstraZeneca.
Got it. All right.
It's a big pharmaceutical giant that has developed also, part of the vaccination development. And if you recall, back in the summer, it was temporarily put on hold after a serious side effect had been reported. One of the patients enrolled, but then resumed. And then the efficacy date, I think, was came as the trial, level 3 trial, 70%. But still, the BioNTech or the Pfizer, the one that's actually developed by the Turkish couple back in Germany, they had the highest efficacy rate in the world with 95% effectiveness, as well as a very well tolerated and really exceptional safety profile compared to the rest. So this is a very, very good news.
You mentioned a Pfizer. Let's put that up there first of all. Pfizer is a company that's having this COVID cure, or vaccination, not cure, but vaccination. Is that right? Is that how we say it? All right.
They teamed up with this BioNTech. This is the company that's owned by the Turkish couple, and they're the one who developed the vaccine that's 95% effective in Germany. Now they're going to have it, made available globally, and obviously made available in the U.S. as well.
Wow. Well, what else can you tell me about them?
But ironically, it's just so happened when looking around, and to really make people feel very proud to be Muslims. We have Turkish couple in Germany that developed the vaccine, the most effective vaccine in the world. And now with the BioNTech company, then the coronavirus czar, if you would, or the man who's in charge of the U.S. Vaccine program, actually appointed by President Trump back in the summer in May, who's also Arab Muslim Moroccan. His name is Dr. Monsef Saloui, and he's very impressive 61-year-old who was born in Morocco, went when he grew up to Belgium, had his medical degrees, and came to the U.S. and had lots of very impressive work over the past 3 decades in immunology, and has been one of the very eminent people in the world that really as an authority when it comes to vaccine development and vaccination. So he was handpicked back in May earlier this year to lead the U.S. vaccination program for COVID-19. And putting all this, almost 3 decades working in the pharmaceutical giant GlaxoSmithKline. Most of these scientists are all picked up by some sort of a very gigantic, pharmaceutical companies that help them through their work and creativity and he has really very impressive background and finished a lot of work in Harvard Medical School and Tufts University School of Medicine in Boston. And in addition to his prior work in Europe and Switzerland, so he put all this work, in Switzerland and Belgium, and he became the entrusted man for really making this, vaccine available in the U.S. And being in charge of distributing. So I just found it really to be very, very impressive that this American Moroccan, who now the head of the vaccination, is our very impressive background and very distinguished scientist / physician, and also the doctors, the Turkish doctors in Germany, husband and wife, the couple that actually developed the safest vaccine in the world. So with 95% efficacy compared to the other competing models. So it's a very exciting time. New therapies, vaccine is very effective. A lot of contribution of Muslims to humanity and saving the world that is sometimes left unnoticed or unrecognized, and we just wanted to share this passion and the hard work and really the awesome responsibility that those folks are leading us and the world towards cure and towards improvement in the health and of all mankind. I just wanted to share that with everyone.
MashaAllah, this is some good news. It looks like we're going to finally get these vaccines going. And what about distribution of the Pfizer stuff? Is that very soon, or is it got to wait for some more testing, or how?
They picked up the right man for the job. His name is Munsif. Munsif in Arabic means like adl, the one who does insaf or adl or justice. So that's what Munsif means, the one who does justice. And he'll do a good job in terms of giving the vaccine in sequence that give the most deserving and who and all that. He's in charge of the distribution of the vaccine and all the related logistics, if you would, who gets it first, who has a priority, and how many doses, and all that in synchrony with the HHS, Health and Human Services Department. So there is the team that coordinates the distribution, but it sounds like it's coming soon, maybe late December, early January. This is from the report that has been released.
You're saying, I think what you're saying is that in the next 30 to 60 days, we could start seeing relief in our country. Is that what you're saying?
That's what the report says, and that's what people are. At least
that. That's great. MashaAllah. This is good news. And by the way, hey, you heard it first right here. I hope you heard it first right here. Muslims are the ones, first of all, discovering the 95-point-something% of success with the vaccine. I found that to be true. According to the stats that they published, that's the number one. Yes, guys. And some of you, I don't know why you did it, but you put up stuff on a posting that I put on there saying that some other company had a better deal. It was like 93% or something. But anyway, I don't care. The best news is that there is something out here that's going to give us a cure. A vaccine, a prevention against it. I think that's what the doctor said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's good news. That's great news. Also, even better for us as Muslim is to point to the Muslims who came up with this and said, you know what, guys, we did something really good. And then they went on their bicycles because they rode their bicycles to work and back. They're very conservative. And guess what? Their celebration, they didn't pop a cork on the champagne. They went home and made a pot of tea. Is that right, doctor? Is that what you told us?
Turkish tea. I was like, okay, how do you celebrate?
I love it. I love it. I love it. MashaAllah. This is so good. I love this.
We want to uplift people. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will dominate over everything. Allah knows what we're going through. Allah knows, that, being tested and so on and so forth. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maybe that was one way to get back and closer to Allah and purify our souls and our deeds and our intentions and really make us better human beings. Putting on a positive end and putting on a really deep thought and reflect on the last, really to 2020, the years we can so by the pandemic year, what we have learned and what we have done and how it changed our lives and affected everyone, not just in America, but globally. And how can we hopefully recover and move forward and inshallah, be better human beings.
MashaAllah. Let's talk about the doctor and his wife again. I like that. How do you pronounce their name? Dr. Turishi?
Yes. I know it's a Turkish name, and let me get...
Dr. Turishi and Dr. Sahin. Sahin,
yes,
maybe.
Sahin, yes.
Yeah, it says they are the real heroes behind the COVID vaccine. MashaAllah. And I'm so happy. And Sound Vision has put this up there too to let people know. Imam Malik Mujahid, I don't know if you know who is that. But
yes.
They're saying these are the real heroes here. And I just like to share in that wonderful news and get some reward for sharing it with the whole public. I encourage you as a believer, if you're watching this on any of the social media, if you're watching this on our YouTube account, if you're watching this on the Facebook, or if you're watching this on Twitter, please, brothers, sisters, this is your opportunity. All you have to do is click the share button and you could make a world, literally world of difference right now. Let people know this is something Muslims are doing for the whole planet. It's not just for them. And they prove that with their celebration by going and making Turkish tea instead of popping a cork and saying, oh, we're billionaires now. No. And watch out, because I think these people are going to be doing some major charity work for the Muslim nations. So I want you right now to SHARE. Do you know how to spell? SHARE. Share right now, guys. Share it. Get in on the good news, and maybe, if Allah accept our intention, this could even help us get into paradise. Right now, share this good news. Talk about this. Make up, do a little research yourself. Make up something that you can put on there along with it. Don't fabricate something. I mean, use your own words. But this is the Muslim scientist and his wife. They're both scientists, and they came up with this COVID vaccine. You're looking at it right now. Guys, are you excited? I am. Oh, and by the way, what about you mentioned Dr. Adil, you said about the other person here in the United States, you said his name means the same as yours. What does that mean?
Munsif, in Arabic means the one who does insaf or adl, the one who does fairness or justice. So it's Munsif is probably like adil in Arabic, or mean the one who does fairness or justice. And I found that when I saw Munsif, I said, that's a Muslim name right there. It's an Arabic Muslim name, and that's what it means. And literally, bingo, I found that he had all this very distinguished background, and certainly made everybody proud to have him. And he made it clear that he was going to be very, very neutral, science-based, and not being politicized or anything like that. He's going to stay very, strict to the data and how he can get a good job getting the vaccine out to to people, and make it available. And I'm very, very pleased that the people developed it, the people in charge of distributing, they're all Muslims. That's a great testimony right there to those contribution to humanity from Muslims.
All right, we have a caller on the air right now with us. Let's take the caller. Salam alaikum, caller.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah. What? Alhamdulillah for everything. Well, alhamdulillah. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Brother Muhammad from Hawaii.
Muhammad from Hawaii. MashaAllah.
Yes.
Aloha.
I didn't even see the grass skirts or the pineapples, so I didn't know that's where you're from. MashaAllah.
Yeah, subhanallah. May Allah
MashaAllah.
reward you, Sheikh, for everything you do.
Well, Jazakallah khair. Well, I'm really excited about Dr. Munsaf. Did you hear about this?
I actually was watching a little bit, but then I was talking to this guy. Here's the whole reason why I'm calling.
Okay, go ahead.
This guy I know, he's an older fellow that I care for. You know, he have no kids or anything.
All right.
He is, he's a Christian, okay?
Okay.
But then he always wondering about Islam, and he asked me a lot of questions. Alhamdulillah, I know a lot, but not enough,
I'm in the same case. I want to know a lot more. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I keep telling him about you, and, he keep asking me a lot of questions, and he's very excited and all that, and he's worried, the Christian thing, they always talk about how they want, how you to accept Jesus so he could save you, so you could go to heaven, and he's worried about me, and he talks about this all the time, and I tell him about Islam, and he's searching about Islam, and he finds things on YouTube, and subhanallah, he always finds people that talks bad things about Islam.
Well, I try. You know what? 20 years ago, we put up websites that were exclusive only from the Muslim point of view. Then whenever they came out with YouTube, we put up the first one for Muslims to have a video place. And it turns out the Muslims would rather go to the place and spend their time on the wrong stuff. So I guess I should have put a lot more effort in the YouTube instead of Tube Islam. But anyway, go ahead. Tell me, what can we do?
Short, there's probably a lot of other callers too. So, long story short, that I would like to connect together. Maybe there's a way we could FaceTime you, And,
Well, there's a good way to do that, and that's to put him on the air right now with us, because we're always live we're live every night at the same time, and that's the only thing that we do. We're not available for anything else, because we're working already 20 hours out of a 24-hour day. All right, so we don't have extra time, but this is the easiest thing to do. If anybody wants to do it, we're not going to give 10,000 different people private time, because it's not that much time in a day. But this is the opportunity. People can pick up the phone, call us, and talk to us. Yeah, we got the answers, inshallah. Well, anyway, we'll try to give an answer.
So you're telling me we can call any time of the day? Doesn't
No,
matter?
I didn't say that. I said this exact time that you're watching us right now, we're on the air. We are live. We're on the air right now. We're on for 1 hour, but it takes the rest of the day to get ready for this, okay? So, yeah, we're working.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, you have one person, and we want to help you, but we have nearly 1 million just on Facebook alone. So I don't think that we could really service everybody individually. So that's why we do it like this.
No, it makes sense. It
All
makes
right.
sense. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
right.
Thank you so
you're right.
much.
No, inshallah, Sheikh, I will try calling you another day. I'm glad I got to call you.
What time is it there? Is
Hear
it
your voice.
yeah? Is it 4:30 or 3:30 there in the
We
afternoon?
are. It's 4:25. It's 4:25 right now.
Yeah, 4:25. You're 2 hours behind us. We're 2 hours ahead of you.
Oh, you must be in LA.
Well, we're in California.
Oh, we're Southern California or where?
Yeah, we're in Southern California. Exactly. That's how we start our program out every day. That's how we start our program out every day, saying from our studios here in Southern California. So, yeah, that's great. Thank you.
So what time exactly you start?
Your time will be 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. And that's and how long does it? How much time?
Till 5 o'clock.
1 hour, 2 hours.
5 o'clock your time.
Oh, okay, I see.
This
Okay.
this program.
Well, inshallah.
Okay, I don't know how you're watching us right now, but our program is broadcast on satellite. It covers Hawaii all the way over to Bermuda, so that's the span across east and west. And then we go all the way from Alaska down to the tip of Texas. So we do carry a big, strong satellite presence. But also, we're all over the world on the social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and so on. We're also on our own website, guideus.tv, and we have apps called guideus.app. And there are no ads, no spam, no people calling you up trying to sell you something. It's the ideal situation to present real Islam in simple English around the world.
And when we call, we can just call and ask any question. He can just.
Yeah, you can ask any question, but it doesn't. Yeah, you can ask any question you like, but it doesn't mean I'll know the answer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't guarantee that.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, but we'll try. We'll try to help you find it. We have over 4,000 websites. We're just 4 websites short of having 4,100 websites for Islam. And I'm sure that we got something on there that might help, inshallah, any situation. And brother, you brought up something really good. I would like our audience to know that's watching us right now that if you haven't shared this, you really need to share it. Our brother Muhammad is calling from Hawaii, telling us that he's been taking care of an aged person, and that man is a Christian trying to save him to Jesus. And that's a very good candidate to understand more about Islam, because I was trying to save a Muslim to Jesus 30 years ago, all right? And that's what put me in contact, and that's what helped me get to Islam, guys. So if you'll share this right now, if you're watching this on social media, guys, please share this and help our brother Muhammad by making dua for him and for the person he's taken care of. Ameen.
Yeah, I just don't want to mislead him, give him some, you know what I mean? Sometimes he asks me some questions. I'm like, I got to do some research and find some answers and stuff like that. And you, mashallah, you seem to have a lot of answers for everything, mashallah.
Well, I don't know that they're any good, but yeah, we try.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Brother, I would like to take this opportunity. We've got to take a break right now. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell everybody how you can help us stay on the air. I want to keep this thing going. We've been on the air now for almost exactly 10 years. The next month will be exactly 10 years since our first live broadcast, and I would sure love for you guys to help us, join us, be with us for this. And here's how you can donate right now. Pay attention.
And that's right, we're right across the river from Palestine, as a matter of fact, here in Aqaba. The new moon, the Hilal, has been sighted for the month of Shawwal.
When the adhan is called, it doesn't matter where you are. You go and you make your salah, alhamdulillah.
Now, I think this is something that inshallah ta'ala will all be able to benefit from.
Guide Us TV is free. No ads, no spam, no big business. Just free.
Log in now and make your contribution today to support your favorite project at Donate to
Islam. Yes, we only had a second of there, but it showed you guys Donate to Islam. You can also use Donate Islam or Donate for Islam. We have all of those because I know we forget. So when you go to the computer, type in Donate Islam, that's the easiest one, and it will take you to the same place. You'll see our projects that we're doing, the free Quran project that we're mailing out. And again, there's no catch to that. People don't have to pay the shipping, and they don't have to, they're not going to get any emails telling them to buy something. It's not like that. We have Qurans right now. We have at least maybe 800,000 left, and we're mailing them out from 3 different locations here in the U.S. We have people in other places in the world that are helping us mail out Qurans, so we have them. We want to mail them out, so that's one project, and you can help that and get the reward for that. Also, you can help us stay on the air. This project right now that you're watching, it is one of the most costly projects we have. The websites that we have is the biggest cost that we have, and you could help us with that. And I'm suggesting, guys, every month, do something. If you want to sign up monthly to have it taken from your account, you can do it that way, or just mail a check in. You can go to our website and get the address there, donateislam.com. Guys, we have so many projects that we're doing, and we'd love for you to be getting the rewards for that, and share with us here in this dunya, and share with us in a beautiful place in Jannah Firdaus A'la. And with that, I'm going to ask Dr. Sultan, I'm going to put him on the spot here and ask him if he would just help us out to know a little bit more about what this the vaccines are from his point of view. Do we really need it? And if so, what are the conditions there now throughout the United States? Doctor, can you tell us what is happening? You were saying it was looking like an increase. So talk to me.
First of all, yes, the cases are increasing. Our healthcare system is getting crushed from all angles because we don't have enough beds, and it looks like that they will be running out in my area. Now,
okay, we do have a call coming in. I'm going to put you on hold just a second, Doctor, and let's take this call. Salam alaikum, caller.
Walaikum salam, Yusuf.
MashaAllah, sounds like Jessica.
Mr. Kim?
I made you a promise. I'm calling back.
All right, you did it, MashaAllah. We were talking about forgiveness in our previous program. Is that what you want to pick up with that, or about, yeah, we're talking about this vaccine that's available now?
I have a question for Dr. Adel.
I'm excited about that vaccine, and I can't wait. There's too many people here who need it.
What do you think about the guy from Morocco, the Arab American, who is the coronavirus czar? They're saying Dr. Munsif is going to manage the United States government development of the vaccine, and he's going to be Munsif about it. In other words, be real fair about it. And it's all over the Arab news right now, mashallah. And also the couple that developed the vaccine is none other than, again, the Muslims who I'm so impressed. They're from Turkey, and here they are, Dr. Turci and Dr. Sahin. That I think that's, and they said they're the real heroes behind the COVID vaccine. I'm so excited about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They are.
And
I did have one quick question, and
please
later on
bring your question to me.
So I downloaded a couple of different apps to learn how to read Arabic and study the Quran.
Oh, did you go to our website for it? It's called Arabic and English.
Yes. And
Did it
I'm
help?
more of a learner. It did a little bit, but I learned more visually. Like, I need that hard copy in my hand. And I just want to know, is there a specific book that I can study instead of the Quran? Like, it's the Quran in English, but I can highlight, write a question, make
There's
notes,
there's a
things like
website
that
that you can do that on, and it's absolutely free. It's called recitequran.com. Recitequran.com. Just two words, recitequran.com. And then when you go there, it'll highlight, as somebody's reciting, it will highlight what they're reciting. Also, you can click a word and it will tell you how to pronounce it, and you'll see what the word is, because in Arabic there are divisions within a word, and there's spaces. And it confused somebody who's used to reading English, especially the cursive English. If you put a space, that means that's a new word, And but Arabic has some rules that you cannot connect certain letters to the left side. They can be connected from the right, but certain ones cannot.
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow is one of them, and
I learned that today.
yeah. All right. So when you go to recite Quran, I recommend though that you do the course, the introduction, so that you understand the letters. The Arabic and English that you already downloaded it, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
But
So
there's no actual hard copy.
actually, if you keep going with it, it will take you through 4 years of study, and you can print anything out that you want to. Just hit print. Or you're looking at a page, hit the print button on your computer or whatever, and it will print it out for you.
Okay.
But there are books out there, and I'm not saying one is better than the other, but there are a number of books. I learned I learned about the Arabic in a live classroom upstairs over the masjid, and I sat in the class with the 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds that were there, and I was sitting with them, and they thought I was the teacher. And I said, no, I'm a student. And they looked at me like, wow, this guy must have failed a whole lot.
The other thing is if we were to get a Quran as a non-Muslim myself, how would I respectfully open it to read it?
Well, as long as if it's not the Arabic, there's no problem anyway. If it's not in the Arab, if it's an Arabic Quran that is only Arabic, okay, then that's called a mushaf. And according to some of the jurists, that it's not permissible for us as Muslims to handle it if we're not having I got another question came in here. Okay, but that's related to the virus. What I'm telling you is that if you're reading a translation or interpretation, or even if it has the Arabic along with explanation, even in Arabic or any other language, this is not the same, and you would be able to, there would be no problem. as far as I know, inshallah. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Because that was one of the questions I was asking my husband. He was like, I don't know. You promised Yusuf you'd call him in tonight, so ask him.
Put me on the spot. All right. I'd have no problem with that. MashaAllah ta'ala. MashaAllah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any other questions tonight, Jessica? Because we got some stuff here that's coming in about the COVID virus. One of my volunteers is telling me that we need to get back on that. So, we got a bunch of questions stacking up.
I just had this couple of questions from studying today and learning and downloading that information and reading it. I wish you guys a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
And we will continue
Thank
to
you.
watch every night at 9 p.m.
Oh, thank you so much. Be sure to tell others to share this whole event that we're doing right now, that the broadcasting and everything. If people make dua for us, this is a great thing. And if they also share it, that's even greater. If somebody's able to donate, then that's okay too. But that's not why we're on the air trying to make money. If we were, we'd take ads, and we've never taken any, and we're not going to start tonight. So I'd like to stay on the air on this satellite, and we have a large bill coming up, and we haven't paid for the satellite since July, and they're going to wait until the end of the year. But it's going to be almost $40,000 that we're going to owe them, and that's cheap for a satellite. It's very cheap. They let us ride, and they've given us this, but I don't want to go off the air on January 1st because we can't pay it. So everybody just do a little bit. I'm not telling anybody to do the whole amount, but just do a little bit every month, and that we'll be able to work with that and be able to do it. So guys, please consider this. Number one, pray for us. Allah give us tawfiq, the success of getting the message out. Number two, share. Let everybody know what we're doing, and how you can do this. Go to our website, Donate Islam, and share that with everybody so they can see the projects we're doing. And then if you're able to do something every month, whether it's $10, $20, $100 a month, whatever you can do, it would be highly appreciated, and we make dua for you. Okay? All right. So, Jessica, thank you so much for your call, and I really encourage you to call in anytime you have a question, okay?
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Brother Ismail.
MashaAllah, I can hear you, brother. MashaAllah. Either that or your wife's voice just dropped down about 2 octaves.
I would like to, Brother Yusuf.
Yes.
Would you please make a dua for her? Like she said, she's getting ready to have an operation, and you guys can make a dua for her, inshallah.
Allahumma ya Rab, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give her the best of His guidance, to guide her through everything in life, to guide her to the truth, and to keep her on the Siratul Mustaqim. This is the best of the du'as for any non-Muslim. Always pray for their guidance. Because if they're not guided, it doesn't matter how much money they make or how healthy they are in this life. But everything is hinging on the hidayah or guidance of Allah. So we make big dua for her. Number one, to be guided. And stay guided, that's number 2. And then help others to be guided, that's number 3. And then after that, of course, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give her the best in this life and the next life. Ameen.
Ameen.
MashaAllah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, MashaAllah. Dr. Sultan, I have you on the air with us right now, and I put you out here because I wanted to ask this question. This question came in just now, and it says, what are the side effects of this vaccine? Somebody posted this, and they want to know, Are there side effects, and what will they be?
Well, since it is not being widely available, the side effects, whatever the studies they've done, they come up with very minimal side effects, not lasting more than a few days, fever, pain at the site of the injection, some swelling, things of that nature. But nothing has been so far is serious. So that's why I got quite a bit of confidence in this vaccine to see how it works. So let's see how things unfold and what experience we get. But I think my best advice would be to, as soon as it's made available, because I'm quite confident that the work they're doing, that they're an excellent job, and they're telling the truth, and that there is not much side effects, and I will take them on their promise, and I will see how things unfold as the time passes by. It is very hard to be 100% sure right now, but that's my action would be moving forward.
Oh, okay. One of the other things about the side effects, if somebody already has a weakened immune system, and then they get the vaccine, will the vaccine cause them to get the disease? That's a big concern here.
I honestly don't know the answer. Dr. Adel, can you jump in?
Yes, there are some known data that we know from like the regular flu vaccine. It should not be given to someone who allergic to some products like eggs or chicken. There is, you cannot give it to someone who had a recent viral illness. You cannot give it to someone who had something called Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is like ascending paralysis.
Guillain-Barré? I heard about Guillain-Barré. Isn't that the one where you lose your muscle?
Yes, and you become paralyzed in an ascending fashion.
But you still, is this the one that they call Lou Gehrig's disease?
No. Guillain-Barré is an autoimmune kind of reaction to the vaccine, and it can cause ascending paralysis and go from the lower extremity all the way up to the respiratory muscles. The people have to be intubated to support their breathing and their oxygenation. And it, of course, a contraindication. So it is not for everybody. It's for most people, but it has to be individualized. This is if somebody had a reaction from any vaccination, that's a red flag. If somebody had, no matter how, usual local site redness and a little bit, aches and stuff like that. That's very common. But I'm looking for high fever, looking for, Guillain-Barré, looking for transverse myelitis. The same serious effect that happened with the AstraZeneca back in the summer that caused, temporary halt to the trial. So, these are definite, side effects that should be put in sore arms, muscle aches, a little fever. It's not high fever. It's a low grade temperature. All these are, expected, but things that have to do with the neurological, manifestations or muscle weakness, like in the way that described in the Guillain-Barré or others, that will be certainly contraindication, meaning that it's a no-no for to take a vaccine.
All right. Well, we found some pictures on here, the vaccine reaction, and I don't know how applicable it would be, but it looks like this exactly what you were just talking about. So can you tell us a little bit more on what to expect whenever you have a vaccine reaction? What does that mean?
Well, it's an attenuated virus. So you expect that, comes in a very low concentration, that this is how to build up immune system by introducing this attenuated virus into the system, and that's how the body builds its own defense mechanism. The side effects, I wouldn't worry too much, and I see the pictures you're having about local reaction that can happen with any injection, with any vaccine. But if it's a localized, it's usually under conservative treatment, it goes away. But obviously, if it turns into what we call cellulitis, like tissue inflammation with infection, that would require immediate, medical attention, maybe antibiotics, maybe further evaluation. But certainly, if you have, something along those lines, don't brush it off. Don't, just ignore it. You should bring it to the people's, your doctor attention or medical provider attention. So this way, it could be, addressed appropriately.
All right. So we're putting up some stuff on here right now to let people get maybe a better idea about the side effects of about any kind of flu vaccine. This is just general, so it's not really about that. But it said there are in some cases reasons to avoid a vaccine, but for the most point they're trying to make is get the vaccine for this or that, but avoid it if you have certain conditions. Is that what we're trying to
Pretty
say?
much. And I remember about 10 years ago or so, there was a national shortage of flu vaccine. And at that time, we were just starting to use black seed among, that I remember at that time was a very, very exciting time to have a natural replacement for those who, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I left out in the cold? I just have my, no immunity to all the pathogens. And the viruses, and it's a blessing, what about the black seed that really a great natural therapy has been around for thousands of years that enhance the immune system, and that worked as a good, effective replacement to enhance the immune system, and people have done very well. So there are definite ways that in addition to the extra boost that you have from a particular vaccine, you could keep on strengthening the immune system because there are so many pathogens out there, whether it's a virus, bacterial, fungal, parasitic, and you need to keep that immune system strong, no matter to safeguard against the offending agent.
Okay, you're talking about the black seed. I've got a picture here of black seed oil. Is that the better way to take it, as the oil, or
you can have it in a high concentration. I'm sure Dr. Sultan have seen it and tried it, and you yourself. So this comes in a gel capsule. Obviously, and not in a planet, gelatin, not animal gelatin. So there's no pork in it, and it has a very high concentrated amount of the black seed oil within that gel capsule, and that's what does the trick, because there's about 100 active ingredients within that black seed that modulate the immune system naturally. And by the way, no side effects with black seed and no interaction with any medication. And this is the blessing.
Wait a minute. Time. You just said something here. If we have something that will help us and there's no side effects, that should be at the top of the list to do even before we talk about the vaccine. Is that true or false?
We've been promoting this for humanity for the last 15 or 16 years now, about the black seed that should be a lifelong.
About all doctors in the United States in general have been promoting the black seed regardless of religion.
And for everybody, this stuff is really very powerful and very effective and very safe, and no side effects and no interaction with any medication. So it just it's called the seed of blessings, and it is a seed of blessing that people should have this on a regular maintenance to enhance their immune system.
My question is, it doesn't make much money. Why should drug companies be interested in black seed oil?
Actually, Amazon is selling it like crazy, and I know that, and I know a lot of people now are ordering it. Obviously, various versions with various concentrations, and you have to trust in the manufacturer and so on for authenticity and purity of the product. But our job is to spread goodness, and that's what Allah has ordered us to do, and that should be the main goal and the main. And whatever comes after that, it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You do the right thing and everything else will follow. That's everybody has their own, goals in life. So pharmaceutical.
That's why I asked you this question.
Dr. Sultan, I want to ask you, and you've talked about black seed as well. And what I'd like to ask you, I'm going to name off some of the things that are right here in front of me right now. It says this is an ad trying to sell black seed oil. So I want to check out from a doctor's point of view, a medical doctor telling me whether or not this is really true. Dr. Sultan, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yes.
Yeah, okay, there you are. All right, now let's look at this real quick. It says benefits of black cumin seed oil. First of all, is it black cumin seed? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says that it relieves backache, arthritis, bruises, and rheumatism. Is that correct?
Well, it has anti-inflammatory properties and is antioxidant. So practically a lot of diseases that are based on inflammation, this try to relieve. So all this.
So it could be.
Yeah.
It could be. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So then it also says nervous tension and tired leg muscles. What about nervous tension and tired leg muscles? Is that true?
Well, I have not used as much in my practice. I do more what I know as to be more effective things. I do those things. For example, if you have muscle aches and pains.
I'm just trying to find out if this ad is correct. Dr. Adil, can you tell us about this? Is it about the nervous tension and tired legs? Will it help?
There has not been much data on that particular subject, but the great effect that has been used, and I know this when we published initial series of patients about 10 years ago in asthma, allergy, arthritis, inflammation, pain, anti-cancer, cancer therapy, and people who has the depressed immune system for whatever reason, they have.
We got to wrap it up. I don't want to get cut off again like the night before, because they're telling us that we got to go off the air real quick. So, in wrapping it up, what we've been talking about tonight, first of all, I want to bring this up again about the scientists who really, I think, did a showstopper. Really, the two Muslims, the man and his wife, who came up with the vaccine, they're big heroes to us. And then also we wanted to mention the Dr. Munsif as well, and his efforts to distribute now this. And I think that is a really good thing too. So, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. If we could just make some dua and ask Allah that He will help facilitate everybody to get this cure or the vaccine and prevent a lot more deaths and discomforts and families that are suffering so much. Ameen. And guys, stay guided with
Guide Us TV.
Yeah.
And that's right, we're right across the river from Palestine, as a matter of fact, here in Aqaba. The new moon, the Hilal, has been sighted for the month of Shawwal.
When the adhan is called, it doesn't matter where you are. You go and you make your salah, alhamdulillah.
Now, I think this is something...